And Jerry, the Welsh team with Sonny Parker, Shane Williams, Brent Cobain, all returning from injury. It's a side that has been performing well. It's now a side, though, that needs to start winning, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, if they start how they finished against South Africa, they'll push New Zealand very close. They've got to start better, though. They've got to make their tackles. If they miss the tackles, this back line in New Zealand is electric and will tear them to pieces.
What areas in particular do you feel that Wales can trouble the All Blacks this evening? They need to dominate that line out, don't they?
They do, and it's not going to be easy. But I think they've got what Wales lack is confidence. And if they don't get the right start, everything's going to go wrong. But they've got pace in the back line, and that's where their confidence lies. If their forwards can compete with New Zealand and get some parity there, then Stephen Jones should let this back line go. Dwayne Peel's very good at number 9, and that link is crucial to Wales.
We've seen Richie McCaw there leading out the All Blacks for the first time. He's captain today. Who else would you pick out as a particular threat within this All Blacks lineup? And what are the areas, Sean, in which you feel they're particularly vulnerable?
Well, I think that the tight 5 is a key area for us, and it's a key area we should attack. The South Africans did that. They showed the South Africans too much respect in terms of the Welsh, and they won't do that today. So I believe that we've got to attack them there. Casey Lalau, the centre, has had a great NPC, and obviously Daniel Carter has really come into his own. So it's going to be an exciting game, and a game that they need to take to the Welsh.
But the expectation within the Millennium Stadium for that long awaited Welsh victory is absolutely at its height, and it's a terrific atmosphere as well. The Millennium Stadium is full, an atmosphere that contrasts somewhat with the rows of empty seats that we had a couple of weeks ago for the visit of South Africa. Great occasion here in the Millennium Stadium. It's Wales against New Zealand in the Lloyd's TSB Autumn Series. Let's hand you straight to our match commentators, Jonathan Davis and Eddie Butler.
Thank you, Steve. The roof is closed over the Millennium Stadium, pouring outside all morning and all afternoon. But here, in the Temple of Welsh Rugby, all is still, apart from the sound generated by a full capacity crowd. Jonathan, this is upper gear from the South African experience.
Yeah, it's it's been a strange week in Wales, with the happy twins coming back, Hansen and Henry. So this expectation is high after a good performance against Romania and the last 20 minutes against South Africa. But as Jerry said in studio, they can't make mistakes and they can't fall behind by 17, 20 points, so this side will put them away. So it's been an interesting first 20 minutes. Wales have to start well.
Reuben Thorne, the nearest All Black to us, the former captain, recalled for this tour. New Zealand clear, comprehensive winners over Italy last week. If we thought this was a young, inexperienced side coming over, well, they just told us all that there is no such thing as a weak All Blacks team. stand on end. The 17-year-old Hayley Westenra from Christchurch. God defend New Zealand.
Edward and Hannah, would you please welcome Catherine Jenkins.
Catherine Jenkins sang it for the Welsh. 51 years of history to bury. Can it be done, Jonathan?
Well, you know, the tight five, that's what it's got to happen today. They've got to take it. The line is exceptionally strong with New Zealand. They've got to win their own possession. But we have the ability to do it. Have they the belief?
They have to start well.
Yes, have to start well.
Have to start well, and all this is about making sure opponents may not start well. The haka. The haka, and as a sort of novel feature here at the Millennium Stadium, there will be a response. You may hear the dulcet tones of Wyn Evans, tenor soloist at the Welsh National Opera. This is merely to allow the teams to get their track suits off. But what position do you think he plays, Jonathan?
I don't think he plays from 9 to 15 anyway.
We've had the mutual loving between the coaches all week. Henry and Hansen back in Wales. We've had the music beforehand. It might be time to get on with the rugby.
Yeah, let's get down to the real business.
OK, Tom Shanklin moves from the centre where he scored 4 tries to the right wing. And up front, Michael Owen moves back from the second row to the number 8 position. Very gifted ball carrier.
That's his best position, isn't it, Michael Owen?
And on the All Black side, a first cap for Piri Wipu of Wellington. Very little seen of him in the Super 12, more in the National Provincial Championship. And the captaincy, in the absence of Tana Umanga, goes to number 7 Richie McCaw. And if there's a better open side in the world, we'd like to see him.
He is a great player, Richie McCaw. He'll be everywhere this afternoon or this evening. But the thing is, Tony Spreadbury's got a big game as well. You know, he's very vocal, keeps in touch with the players. It's going to be a great game.
Lloyd's TSB Autumn Series, Game 3 for Wales. This is the big one. Wales at home to New Zealand. David Jones of the Scarlets puts Welsh hands on the ball. Stephen Jones, an ex-Scarlet, now playing his club rugby with Montferrand in France, and that is a safe start for Wales.
Yes, and Aaron Major's taking a bump, he's down.
Big space.
Just out of shot. Where the kick-off went, he is down and he stayed down. But the kicking game will be crucial for Wales tonight. I know they're going to try and turn the New Zealanders, but the kicking has got to be accurate and the chase is good, because this back three of Muliana, Howlett and Rokokoko will cut you to ribbons if the chase isn't good.
Well, it's a take by Ali Williams at the tail of the line out. There's no Aaron Major in midfield. Daniel Carter, that might drop somewhere near the injured Major. Gareth Thomas, the Welsh captain, launches the first counter-attack. Greg Somerville tries to tackle the Welsh captain. Now then, Wales might have numbers. Gavin Henson loses contact with both his players and the ball.
Stay, Wales.
Advantage New Zealand. Wipu for his first pass. Carter, Gethin Jenkins with the assist on the tackle. Wipu again, and Major back on his feet towards Shane Williams, who is pleased to see it go into touch.
Well, there was an overlap there, and the first opportunity for Wales. And I think Tom Shanklin didn't read that well. Major just got into it. Just watch it here. Stephen Jones has got to straighten up. He's got to straighten up. And why? You don't want to miss pass there. You had a 4-on-3. You just have to put it through the hands, and that's an opportunity. And that's what they have to make the most of, because they won't come along very often.
Nevin Davis with his first throw.
That's fine, do it, stay.
Safely gathered in.
It's not out, no, stay
Gareth
there.
Llewellyn winning cap number 92. Pressure there. Doug Howlett unable to take. Good kick. Good pressure from Wales. All Blacks back. Still pressure from Wales. Wipu held by Stephen Jones and by Gethin Jenkins. Good ground made by New Zealand. Rodney Soalio
It is, get away, get away.
plays acting scrum half.
Stay back.
His hooker Kevin Mialamu. Was that a knock on? It was. A little nudge forward by Wipu.
It's a little touch. But as Sean said in the studio, you know, if one or two of these All Blacks are overall, they've got experience on the bench.
Talking of Sean Fitzpatrick, Gareth Llewellyn draws level with him today on a mere 92 caps.
Thank you. Let's make us.
Well, look at that. Wales are heavier by 1.1k. They gave weight away to South Africa. So New Zealand have always gone for mobility first.
Stay down.
That's a good Welsh scrum. Stephen Jones, this will go high. Will it go far enough forward? Up comes Mills Muliaina, brilliantly taken by the fullback, Colin Jarvis, with the tackle. Carter. Thomas waits. Beats Rokokoko. Gethin Jenkins out there to Shane Williams, the danger man. Tuiali tries to get back. Oh, brilliant tackle by the number 8 on the Welsh danger runner.
Superb tackle, what an athlete. Went inside, then on the outside, but he got the angles right. Tuilagi and just got to him. Watch that. Thought he was away. It's a superb covering tackle by the New Zealand number 8. But that's what they have to do. Any loose kicks, get at the pacey men and support on the inside.
Confidence of the number 8 to stand out in the wing position. Can't remember doing much of that.
Thank God.
Ali Williams can't take it now then. Wales have turned, no they haven't. New Zealand have regained possession, no they haven't. Wales will get the put in at the scrummage. Knock on at the line out. One of those little, not a turning point, but just one of those little tick points for Wales.
Yes, as I said, a very strong line out. Maybe that is the weakness. Sometimes he doesn't hit the jumper, Meolamu, but then again, that's why he's got Oliver on the bench.
Gareth Llewellyn had a hand on the jumper there.
Well, if the referee doesn't see it, well, it's good gamesmanship, Ed.
Right, here we go, another good Welsh scrimmage. New Zealand try and turn the scrimmage. Michael Owen to Dwayne Peel. Tom Shanklin in from the wing.
Hands out. Wait.
Peel again. Brent Cobain.
Hands out. Run.
Raised in Australia.
Stay.
Stephen Jones on his own. Great break by Stephen Jones. Where's the support? Here it is. David Jones doesn't need him. Shane Williams on the opposite wing. Checked. Ball still in play. Gavin Henson. Chris Jack made the tackle. Wales go left through Stephen Jones. It's the high hanging one. Muliaina might be back. He is. Not the most accurate kick.
Maybe not the right option there. They were at 6s and 7s in defence. They were scrambling. But a great break by Stephen Jones. He looks a lot leaner, doesn't he? I think he looks far better player having gone to France, you know, with the way they play the rugby. But just holds it. Dog-leg defence. Carter shoots out. And I don't think that Chris Jack was aware. They do play the drift defence, the New Zealanders. So you have to show and go. South Africa play the blitz defence where they just come up and try and smash you. New Zealand will come up and drift wide. So Carter will go on to the inside centre, making the forwards take the outside half. So he's got to show and go and get behind them. Well done, Stephen Jones.
Now then, New Zealand claim one back on the Welsh throw. Carter this time releases the three-quarter line. Knock on by Aaron Major. I didn't think it was a knock on. Referee letting play go on.
Leave it.
So Weepu can. Oh, it was a knock on.
I think he had the call of Chris White.
Keep playing, knock on. Midfield, yeah.
He's not comfortable, is he? Since he had the knock early on. Major, left eye.
Aaron Major, here he is. Oh, well, that's just, he took the other eye off the ball there.
That was in the bread basket, should have taken that.
Wales, knock on.
So, Wales, plenty of room on this near side. On the right-hand side of the screen, Wales have put
no fading off.
Sonny Parker,
No fade on, that's for you.
Gareth Thomas outside him, then Tom Shanklin tight against the touchline.
Yeah.
Are they in a dummy position?
Well, yeah, just watch the scrum half now. Weepu will have to drift on Stephen Jones. Carter will go.
Okay, Michael Owen takes the free kick quickly. Sets the drive up, tackled by Richie McCaw.
Numbers on the left.
Mervyn Davis.
Hands like rock.
Stephen Jones, Gareth Thomas, one-on-one. Good tackle on Thomas. Wales still in possession. Sonny Parker, little show and go, as Jonathan said. Then he's clattered. Good recycling. The former Kiwi against his old countryman, Gavin Henson. Again, the little cutback against that drift defence. Although it might be a more scrambled defence now. Dwayne Peel, Stephen Jones, Shane Williams. Thumping tackle. Kevin Meolamu's one of the tacklers. Still Wales recycled. Good, patient build-up. Michael Owen. The more straightforward approach. Colin Jarvis. Wales within the 5-metre zone. Peel to Stephen Jones. Sonny Parker, David Jones. Wales have the penalty. They also have numbers to the left. They'll settle for the penalty. Taken quickly. Is Peel over? Were New Zealand 10 metres?
I
Oh,
think
well,
he's,
It's
Sorry.
short. He moved it afterwards.
he's short.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he's short of the line. Tony Spridbury
Great pressure.
gave Wales the penalty. Good, patient build-up work by Wales.
There we are. He is short and just squirms over, but they were offside. Definitely go for the 3 points.
Piri Wipu didn't have to be back full 10 metres, but he had to be behind his goal line.
Yeah, he did.
Wales, though, will have the penalty. I think Tony Spridbury recognised that no advantage was gained. New Zealand had yielded another penalty. This was the dart by Dwayne Peel for the line.
Just short, wasn't he? Just rolled over. That call could have gone either way, really.
So, one element was essential, Jonathan. Wales had to start well. That'll do.
Certainly have, haven't they?
Brent Cobain catches the restart. And the Welsh forwards gather around him and drive him forward. Michael Owen picks up, tries to slip under Richie McCaw. The captain of the day.
Oh, held up.
Ball held off the ground.
He's stolen it. He's not a problem. He's on his feet. It's a turnover ball.
Yeah,
Relax.
turnover ball, and that's, look at that. Time in opponent's half, 71% Wales. That's the start they wanted. But now this is the first time they've got to defend. A turnover in their own 40-metre area. Now let's see how Wales can defend.
Hey, give him a shoulder. Shoulder. Come on.
All Blacks front row. Tony Woodcock, Kevin Mialamu. Oh, there's Graham Henry. It's not the best All Black scrummage. That's gone forward.
Well done, Colin Jarvis. The work of Colin Jarvis there. This is a big test for Jarvis. He's a world-class forward. He can play 6, 7 or 8, and he's been superb at Newcastle. But this is the ultimate test in Test rugby against Richie McCaw. Look, there he is. Not in a great position there, Ed, was he, the number 8, Tuali?
No, but it was also good pressure by the Welsh front 5. Good tight work. That's not so good. That's going to be either a turnover,
Great pick
or
up.
Michael Owen did ever so well then to get out of that trouble, because that scrummage was a mess for Wales. Now it's not bad ball for Stephen Jones.
Switch on defensively.
Mills Muliaina to Doug Howlett. This is the danger. That's a fantastic tackle by Mevin Davis, the man caught at the end of the season without a professional contract. Good tackle on Wipu.
Colin Charles is there again.
Penalty against Wales for diving in.
Just off. They were offside of that ruck. Hands in the ruck, just over the top. But this is what you've got to do. Everyone switches on. Great tackle, Mevin Davis. Just smashed all up. No matter how dangerous they are, they can't play without the ball, can they? And Wales have started extremely well.
Mevin Davis left without a contract
Just
after the demise of the Celtics, the 5th Welsh region.
incredible. He's
Well, he
playing.
had an offer to go play in France for Stade Francais, but that might have meant an end to his international career. And I think these are days that Mevin Davis
That's right.
lives
But
for.
it's an amazing, jump for him. He plays club rugby for Neath, and then he's got to come up and play for the All Blacks. Fantastic.
Gareth Llewellyn there, standing at 2 in the Welsh lineout. It's a New Zealand throw. And Ali Williams delivers to Piri Wipu. Just got to be careful. Was there a bit of crossing in midfield? It's taken up by the new cap, Casey Laulala. Mialamu infield to Tony Woodcock.
Away Wales! Stay.
Not committing too many men to the ruck
Away,
so far.
Shift, tackler!
New Zealand content to go through the forwards.
And they've realised that, Eddie. They've realised there's not many men in the ruck mall and just picked the ball and driven to the guts.
Well, that's a great tackle by Brent Cobain.
Stay.
Major Fends off Stephen Jones, who's back on his feet now. Colin Jarvis has to deal with the danger man. Good offload to Laulala. Rocco Thocco just for a moment seemed to be in space. Going to be a penalty to New Zealand.
Steady, side entry. Put the back foot, steady.
Yeah, wasn't behind the back foot.
Number 7, side entry.
From the side,
Shot
yeah.
short.
What they do,
Front the hindmost foot.
as an opener flanker, you've got to live on the edge, haven't you?
You do. Here's the tackle. Colin Jarvis, with the help from Gareth Llewellyn, they get back. There's a good offload.
Well, that's what Carter did. He spotted Jarvis. He said, look, okay, you're on me all day. Let's see how good you are. Took him on the outside, but Jarvis got to him. And there is Jarvis again, up on his feet. But he's coming from the side.
Colin Jarvis now playing with Newcastle. 74th cap today.
Taking a lot of stick, hasn't he, Colin? But hey,
Good player.
no one gives more for Wales than Colin Jarvis. Great player.
Daniel Carter, only 22. This is his 16th cap, and he seems to be the preferred choice for the number 10 shirt, and perhaps goal kicker in the long term, and that's why the scores are level here at the Millennium Stadium.
And that's the way to silence all the noise and the whistling and the booing from the crowd. Just ram it down their throats, have a little bit of respect for the goal kickers, that's what we need.
Scores are level. 16 minutes gone. Ali Williams with the head guard. Watches the ball fly over his head. Scrum half Weepu. Doug Howlett. Tom Shanklin is back. Gareth Thomas inside him. Shanklin. That's a good follow-up tackle. And Wales get their reward. It's a penalty. Muliaina made the catch, but was then tackled and put under real pressure.
Yeah, but he was isolated there, wasn't he? He couldn't stay in his feet, he was put to the ground, and the red jersey swarmed all over him. Here's the left-footed kick. Shanklin, just watch him here, takes the ball well. Shanklin puts him to the ground. There's 3 jerseys straight over him. Didn't release the ball. For once, the All Blacks forwards didn't get there in time.
Tom Shanklin, son of Jim. Jonathan used to watch him play. Stephen Jones. We're down in the Jones department today. There were 6 against South Africa. Just the 3 in the starting lineup today. This is Stephen.
Pushed it. That's a chance wasted. He'll be disappointed with that. He's such a good kicker. Just pulled it a little bit.
So 22 restart. Daniel Carter puts it up for the forwards. Good chase by the New Zealand forwards, knock on by Wales. Advantage being played.
Advantage over!
Advantage over. Here's Richie McCaw in midfield, tackled by David Jones. There's the threat of the new man, and here's Mills Muliaina, chips for himself. Shanklin is going to get back. Good covering by Tom Shanklin. But there's the threat of Laulala. Muliaina on his shoulder. Well read by Tom Shanklin.
Great step, 1-on-1. Good option, Muliaina. Good pace for the Welsh boys to get back. Oh, nearly got away there, Shane Williams.
Stay!
Possession for Wales. Whoops.
Hold, lads.
Tony Woodcock
Hold, boys.
doing a bit of damage. They're up. Number 8, Mose Tuyali. Going across, then he straightens. Tackled by Mevin Davis.
That's fine, leave it now. There's the ball.
Turnover.
Turnover for Wales. Now they must have numbers. Stephen Jones. Gareth throwing in inside him. The chip instead for Tom Shanklin. Shanklin against Laulala. Shanklin! Fifth try in 2 internationals. Great work. The hesitation by the New Zealand defence, and in swept Tom Shanklin.
That's why he's being picked, isn't it? He can poach a try, this guy. Again, great awareness by Stephen Jones. Assessed the options very, very quickly. There's the turnover. Once again, it's Colin Travis. Great steal. He's winning the battle so far, McCaw. This is the ball. Ball comes out. Only a couple of fours on the outside. Now Lala is caught. He's slow on the turn. Muliana's out of vision. Great try.
Tom Shanklin from one end of the field saving the try, to the other end scoring it.
Well, we wanted a good start, Ed. Couldn't have any better.
Here we have the difficult conversion. 3.6 metres. If you're in front of the posts, it's 5.6 metres across. The more you take the ball out, the narrower the target. He's pulled it again. So 1 out of 3 for Stephen Jones. But Wales are in the lead, 8 points to 3. Coach Mike Ruddock. Here's the finish by Tom Shanklin.
Just did well to get behind him. Very, very slow, wasn't he, on the turn, now Lala. That's a great finish, and they're all happy, aren't they?
So, a little buzz around the ground. There was a good roar to raise expectations.
I wonder if Steve Hansen is thinking about performance this afternoon, like he was with Wales, or the result.
Sonny Parker to say the roar that came at the beginning of the game, and now it's a buzz.
Wait.
Dwayne Peel. Back to Stephen Jones. Now that he's kept that in field, has he? He gave it a lot of height. It's still a good kick.
As long as they keep their concentration on the chase and the kick, there's not much this back to New Zealand can do.
Mills Muliaina, one of this potent attacking force that Graham Henry and Steve Hansen have at their disposal.
Of course,
Wayne Smith on the far right, in charge specifically of the three-quarter line. Joe Roccothocco, Mills Muliaina, Doug Howlett. But so far the Welsh pack are doing the essentials of keeping the ball away from that dangerous back three. You see a little drive there, just prevents clean delivery to Wipu. Carter, good step, Stephen Jones got back, turnover ball.
Yeah, it was held, the supporting runner was held back there. Carter, great break once again, ball in 2 hands, supporting runner was held back.
Tony Spreadbury is going to have a word.
Time in that, you know what happened. You took the ball out, he's waiting to take a pass, and you obstruct him so he can't take the ball. Go very steady, please. Okay?
He's 35, isn't he?
He's 35, correct.
Gareth Thomas said to the referee, he is 35, mine. Come on, give him a break. In the heat of the battle, you know, he can say something funny.
Very good, yeah, Thomas. Oh. See, he's just in the 30s himself. He appreciates these things.
He does.
The upshot is that New Zealand move forward to a position just outside the Welsh 22.
Yeah, there it is.
And they'll have the throw.
5, 2.
Ball for New Zealand at the tail from Chris Jack.
Went down the fours again, turned it.
Well, that's good defensive work. New Zealand will have to use this quickly. Off breaks Richie McCaw. Takes on Stephen Jones. Michael Owen brings them all to ground. That's fair enough. He was a tackler in open play. Carter cut out past danger here. Great ship on by Laulala to Muliaina. Doug Howlett, it all depends who's back. Shane Williams is there, and another kick into the Welsh in-goal area is saved. Tom Shanklin saved one, Shane Williams has saved one.
Great scramble defence.
And Gareth Thomas launches a long 22, and Wales are up inside the All Black half.
I think the whole stadium held its breath then. But watch this. What a great ball, cut out pass, good hands Mulayina. But look at the scramble defence. No option but to kick Howlett. They got back there.
4.
So dangerous, these boys.
Go. That's fine.
Kevin Mialamu checks the call. He will be under certain pressure to get on with it now.
Relax.
After 24 minutes, that's the first opportunity they've really had. So
Chris Jack again with the jump. The step
Oh,
inside
great
Kevin
hit.
Jenkins with that thump.
Tackle it away, leave it. Leave it, Wales.
Is it turnover ball? No, Wales have to leave it alone. Can't get their hands in there now. Kevin Mialamu. Vigorous little run up. David Jones with the tackle. Doug Howlett tries to spin between Stephen Jones and Sonny Parker. Here's Parker with another tackle.
Leave it.
Weepu, Carter, Gareth Llewellyn gallops up in defence, leads the charge. Wales have an advantage if they get turnover ball. It could be on for them. They get the penalty instead. Well, Gareth Llewellyn, he may be 35, but he still knows how to apply pressure.
now this is a big kick for Stephen Jones. He's missed previous 2 kicks. That's a great tackle, pressure on him, but look at the defence, they're swarming over the Blacks. And again, you know, it's the flat, lateral, attacking style of Graham Henry that's struggling. You know, the defence is up out of the blocks very quickly. This is a big kick. As I said, he's missed the last 2. He's got to knock this over for his own confidence.
It's the easiest of his kicks, his 4th kick. He landed the first. And he's landed number 4. The Welsh lead grows 11 points to 3. New Zealand come back to the halfway line to restart again.
The Welsh pack have been immense in the first 27 minutes.
Brent Cobain went up, didn't knock it forward.
Stay.
Dwayne Peel, that probably hasn't gone quite as far as he wanted. Shane Williams went up for it. David Jones goes down on the ball, went forward. Off Shane Williams, will be an All Black put in.
Scramble that ball. Relax. Go on. Square and stationary, Wells.
Shane Williams,
Crouch and hold.
left winger, almost singled out by New Zealand as a danger runner. Oh, New Zealand have a penalty. Weepu takes it quickly. Rodney Soyalo
Back throws there.
Away, Wells, leave it. Stay.
Tuiali in support. Mialamu the hooker, nice little step.
Away. Hands
Nearly took him
away.
outside Stephen
Leave
Jones.
it, Wells.
This is the sort of quick ball New Zealand want. Now then, was there crossing there? Muliaina. Colin Chalmers chases him down inside. Rocco Thocco! New Zealand back in this game. Would like to see if there was anything in midfield earlier. But
I'd
the
like to
finish
see that.
was absolutely deadly by Joe Rocco Thocco. That's his 26th try for New Zealand. It's only his 22nd test.
Well, let's see if it's crossing first. As the ball comes out, oh, it's difficult. You know, I think Sonny Parker went looking for the man. Great inside ball, Muliaina. I'd like to see it again from a different angle. This is the finish. This is great skill. Lovely off the ball running. The weight of the pass. That's what they can do.
Dan Carter with a conversion. This to make the Welsh lead just 1 point.
Great kick.
It is 11 points to 10.
Right, this was the crossing. Lovely cut-out pass. No, Sonny Parker went looking for him. Sonny Parker went looking for Laulala. He sold himself. Tony Spreadbury made the right decision. They could complain. That's a great finish though. One mistake and you pay for it.
Howlett, McCaw,
Pass.
with a little forward, play on. Carter, under pressure, Gethin Jenkins won't find touch. Michael Owen, the number 8. Has to get down before the touchline, hasn't.
Yeah, I think the ball has touched in flight there, so they weren't offside.
There you go.
But this is where Wales have got to concentrate now. 10 minutes before half time. You know New Zealand will be relentless.
One from out in here.
Chris Jack had a good half in the line out. Drives on himself.
Stay.
Carter, Doug Howlett chasing from the right wing. No real pressure on Gareth Thomas.
Away. Leave it well.
Except from Woodcock.
Leave it back.
Yeah. Stephen Jones.
Hold, lads, hold.
He sends it wide. Doug Howlett underneath it. Sonny Parker can't drag him down. Parker goes back for seconds and this time does drag down
They
the
got
winger.
numbers.
Weepu, now there is space there. Shane Williams is getting back. Gareth Thomas is there as well. Gareth Thomas tries to keep the ball in field, but New Zealand will have a throw-in the Welsh 22.
Yeah, they need to find their second win now, Wales. New Zealand clawing their way back into the game. One chance, one try. Slowly the Welsh forwards are just running out of steam slightly. Just got to pick it up a little bit.
5. React. 5.
Wales take Gethin Jenkins out of the line-out. Colin Jarvis will get this, so turnover ball at the line-out.
Stay.
Stephen Jones looking to steady things down. Long kick. Brilliant kick.
And that's what the Welsh boys needed. A great clearing kick from Stephen Jones. Under his post. That is a very, very difficult kick. It's difficult to judge the distance that you go for. That is a great kick. But just, you know, as you've seen in the last 10 minutes, the game has got slightly looser. A little bit of turnovers, loose possession, and the New Zealanders just picking up a couple of gears.
Milamu,
Leave him.
Tuiali,
Get away, 3.
the number 8, at the front of the line-out.
That's fine now, go on. Stay there. Leave it, Wells. Leave it, Wells.
Carter, Rocco Thocco comes in. David Jones and Michael Owen stop the left winger this time. So Yalo,
I haven't seen much of him yet.
No.
He's a great broken field runner.
driven back by Wales, and Wales have given away the penalty though.
That's hands again. Tackler not moving away.
Shift.
Scarlett Llewellyn not moving away from the tackle, and I think he had a head full of New Zealand shoes then. I think he's definitely cut.
Yep. Trainer comes on. Gethin Jenkins is down. There's the blood on Gareth Llewellyn's head.
That's what you get if you don't roll away from the ball head, isn't it? You know, and he's not going to complain. He knows he's lying on the ball and someone's going to stamp on him. Maybe, you know, that's the reality of international rugby. I'm sure it was an accident to the head. I'm sure it was.
I'm sure it was, Jonathan.
Big lump of Vaseline and on we go.
Mark Davis, physio. They've been on a few campaigns over the years. Now then, Gethin Jenkins goes off for some running repairs.
Yeah, I think another.
And on comes Duncan Jones. So the Joneses are up to 4. Duncan Jones.
There he is.
On.
Big lump of Vaseline on the back of his head.
Yeah.
A couple of stitches later tonight.
There's the old fella, and behind him, the new legs. They used to play together at Nice. Now Gareth Llewellyn is in Narbonne in France. Here come the All Blacks running their mazy angles. Joe Rocco through Parker. Jarvis gets him, but there's still danger. Muliaina trying to get the pass away. He can. Doug Howlett. The charge this time, Soialo. It's another penalty in favour of the All Blacks.
Time off, let me do it.
They've got to be careful here, Wales. I know they're under the caution. The scramble defence is magnificent, but they're lying on top of the ball and somebody will go to the bin. And again, it's not the head, but the shirt of Brent Cobain, look.
Yeah.
It's been ripped open.
If they don't go to the sin bin, they'll go to the blood bin.
Well, you know, if you lie offside, as I've said, you are going to get it. It's pointless sitting there and thinking, well, you know, I'm stopping the ball. You're going to get a good shoeing. There is only one ball on this park, and the New Zealanders want it. Watch the blocking again. Gavin Henson steps in. You can't step in and sell yourself too early. Once the player is in front of the ball carrier, he is out of the game. But look at the scramble defence. It won't last. They can't afford to make those errors in defence.
New Zealand have chosen to go for goal. Gareth Thomas probably views that decision with some relief, because Wales for the moment are under the cosh. New Zealand are gaining clean possession time after time from the line-out. The speed of delivery from the ruck is increasing. Wales are killing the ball and are paying for it, both in terms of what the New Zealand forwards are doing to them and in terms of what the referee's doing with his whistle.
Well, the first 20 minutes is all Wales, and the second 20 minutes of the first half has been all New Zealand, hasn't it?
Yep, and here's Daniel Carter to put New Zealand into the lead for the first time.
It's toughest kick so far.
Magnificent. The All Blacks are in the lead, 13 points to 11.
I think this kid Carter is the new kid on the block. You know, inside centre in the World Cup, he was class. This is the penalty head. Look at number 4, Brent Cobain.
He knows what he's doing. He's not going to move from there, and he knows it's coming his way.
Here he goes. There they come. Watch. There's the first one, and there was a few more after that.
Stephen Jones restarts. Here's Soialo. Have you noticed, Jonathan, as soon as you said that Soialo had been quiet, suddenly he's got the ball everywhere.
Yeah, Shane Williams has been quiet as well. Let's hope.
There is Rodney Soialo. Now then, it was a sliced kick, so Cobain can launch Wales into attacking mode. Gavin Henson, Tom Shanklin, Rocco Focco showed him the touchline.
Yeah, so the drift defence works, Ed. You know, show him the touchline and try and take us on the outside.
Richie McCaw eventually thrust back, but he did slow the ball up. Michael Owen in midfield. Gareth Llewellyn has taken the ball on, might be on his own though. Yeah, turned on his own.
He turned the wrong way, Ed, didn't he? And he was isolated.
Tackle man,
had to leave the ball go.
No, the second quarter has belonged to New Zealand. They've upset Wales, just as Wales upset them in the opening period. Has that found touch? Dwayne Peel gets a hand to it. So here's a chance for Wales to finish the first half as they started it. Gareth Thomas to Stephen Jones. Colin Jarvis looks for contact, and then avoids it. Good run by the former Welsh captain. Gavin Henson, the cut-out pass. Shane Williams inside comes Tom Shanklin. Stephen Jones, Nevin Davis, the dummy runner. Sonny Parker, Big Adam Jones. Jarvis involved again. Cuts in field. Gareth Llewellyn dances to stay out of the way. Good play. Michael Owen. Shanklin, the try scorer for Wales. Still Tom Shanklin. Tony Woodcock with the tackle. Richie McCaw comes pouring up on Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones loops. Shane Williams.
Be patient, Wales. That's all they got to do.
Michael Owen nearly through Dan Carter. Carter drags down Nevin Davis. Wales still looking for the try. Shane Williams. McCaw makes the tackle.
Great clear out, Mulayanu. Great clear out.
Wales have an advantage, so they will get something. They may take the lead back right at the end of this first half.
Great pressure.
And it looks as if there will be some reward for Wales as Duncan Jones. There's Kevin Mialamu. Wales make a substitution again. Gethin Jenkins comes back on. Duncan Jones goes off. Wasn't on long. Got some blood on his face. It's been a mean quarter of an hour for Wales, but it looks as if they're going to emerge with 3 points at the end of it. Stephen Jones, this is his simplest kick, just chips it over. Wales are back in the lead. It's the slenderest of leads, it is just 1 point. Now then, it is absolutely so important for Wales not to give away anything now.
Yeah, look at this, McCaw's in there. Same thing, he doesn't roll away, that's a great clear out. He comes from the side though. Comes from the side, but you know, like McCaw's on the floor there, he's got to have a good shoe in as well. Don't let them get away with it.
Well taken by Gareth Llewellyn. Dwayne Peel again. Has it gone far enough forward? It's a great catch by Howlett.
Superb take.
Stay back, Red.
New Zealand might launch one attack. McCaw in midfield. Laulala to Rocco Thocco. Shanklin with help from Henson. Presentation from Rocco Thocco's good.
Great angle.
To Ali, great angle and good offload. Ali Williams can't take it. Tony Spreadbury looks up. Half-time whistle goes, and at the end of an absorbing first half, where the fortune swayed Wales's way, then New Zealand's way, and at the very end, back to Wales. The score at the Millennium Stadium is, in Game 3 for Wales in their Lloyds TSB Series, is Wales 14, New Zealand 13.
Fascinating half and a great ovation for Wales. For the Welsh, it was the controlled, patient start that they didn't have against South Africa. What a reward after 20 minutes. Turnover ball, Tom Shanklin on the end of Stephen Jones's kick. Wales ahead by 8 points to 3. But moments after Jones had stretched the lead further, the slick New Zealand response, great passing, another try for the dynamic Joe Rocco-Coco. The All Blacks were back to within a point, and when the very impressive Daniel Carter landed this penalty, they were ahead. But moments before half-time, Stephen Jones grabs back the initiative. Great game, Wales ahead by a point, 14-13.
That's slender, oh so slender 1 point lead. Richie McCaw, what have they been plotting, rethinking in the All Blacks changing room?
Well, I think, as Sean said, you know, they've got to turn it up a couple of gears, the forwards, especially the All Blacks, take it to the Welsh. But the Welsh have just got to keep that pressure on at every stage of the game. Scrum, line out, ruck, maul. Just put them under pressure so they can't relax and, you know, just switch up a couple of gears.
The Lloyds TSB test is underway. Piri Wipu to Daniel Carter. And that very elegant left foot of Carter pushes Gareth Thomas into his own half. Thomas for himself. Well, it'll be a Welsh throw. Wipu, well, I don't know what he did then, but sort of gives Wales the throw-in.
There's Lala.
Oops, Colin Jarvis salvaged the ball for Wales, looked a bit harsh. Now then come Sonny Parker, man outside him is Shane Williams. Well, he's got the knock on against Dan Carter, is it? It is.
Yeah.
What a strange kick by Shane Williams.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think he lacked a little bit of confidence to get on the outside, didn't he? But there's a great flat ball.
Still, Wales in this very good attacking position.
Great attacking position here. See if they go straight from the scrum, or will Michael Owen pick up and drive it the 10 channel first?
Michael Owen switches from in between the second rows to on the right, on the left of Brent Cobain. So it looks as if it's going to be the pick-up by the number 8.
Yeah, he'll try and run at Carter in 10.
He's back between the second rows now. And now he moves.
Weepu's gone there, then they go on
Colin
the other
Jarvis,
side.
pre-planned back move, hit the blind side. Wales need quick ball. Brent Cobain picks up. Colin Jarvis goes digging for it. Cobain now on his feet. It's going to be delivered to Dwayne Peel. It's off the ground though.
They're going to go again.
They're going to go for the drive. Now it's on the floor. Now then Howlett has to be careful not to put his hands in. Owen acting scrum half. Cobain with him. On comes the drive. They'll have to go the long way. Right there! Nevin Davis is the try scorer for Wales. Such patience by the forwards. They inched their way forward, and then came the sudden thrust, and Nevin Davis was over. Just the start Wales needed.
Well, they've certainly taken the game to the New Zealand pack. Great tactical awareness by the Welsh forwards. They just rolled, they kept on going left, regrouped and drove over with Nevin Davis. Poor body positions by the New Zealand forwards, and really far too easy for Wales that. Michael Owen was there, he went left, there was no defence on the left, he just rolled again. It's an easy try for Nevin Davis.
Good work by Garth Llewellyn, always useful to have a shield there.
It's a big kick, this is again.
Stephen Jones stays out left, but it was from wide out. Nevin Davis, try scorer. Mike Ruddock, onlooking coach.
And that, if that's one difference this guy has made, it's been the tenacity and the organisation of the forwards. They win their set pieces, and they now can compete with anyone in the world because of that. Such an important facet of the game.
Gareth Llewellyn takes under the pressure of Ali Williams. Turnover ball to Iali, to Richie McCaw. McCaw charging at the heart of the Welsh midfield. Stephen Jones, Gavin Henson caught up now. Stephen Jones is out. Aaron Major infield to Soialo. Henson makes the tackle. Soialo releases. Carter to Iali, the big number 8. Offload, Mills Muliaina. Gareth Thomas can't stop him. Try for New Zealand. Immediately they're back in the game.
What a response. But that all came from a turnover, from the kick-off, an Achilles heel of the Welsh game. But what a response by this All Black side.
Yeah, thank you.
A valiant effort by Gareth Thomas to stop Muliaina, but he's a big, strong full-back.
Here it is.
There's the turnover. Got the drive, they got the drive, and this is how it ends up. Great offload. Carter, offload again, Molina try.
They had to regroup. Stern words from Richie McCaw, and his players responded. Now then, on the far side of the field, here's the conversion by number 10, Dan Carter. Aaron Major has gone off the field.
And this is the turnover again. They've got it. It's a secured possession. For some reason, they lose. There's Michael Owen. There's 8 to Ayu's in. He's the one who steals the ball from Michael Owen. And from there on, the try was scored.
Wales have to restart. Ma Nonu is on for New Zealand in the midfield. He's on for Aaron Major. Carter does well to pick it off his toes and put in a right-footed kick.
Well, it'll be interesting with the Major off the field. You know, they'll give him more attacking options with Nonu playing, but a lot of emphasis now will go on to with Carter. You know, he's the only kicker out the hand with this guy who can't give him an opportunity. There's Nonu.
Nonu just watches the forwards sort themselves out. Brent Cobain off the top. Gareth Llewellyn, 92nd cap, now playing scrum half. Now goes back to where he probably likes play more, in the middle of a ruck. Mervyn Davis. Dwayne Peel to Stephen Jones. Gavin Henson, Tom Shanklin.
See how they show the outside? You just defend the inside shoulder and show them the outside. If you're quick enough, have a go.
Casey Laulala made the tackle in the end. Michael Owen on his own. Gareth Thomas is first there. Penalty to Wales. New Zealand are so aggressive at the ruck, but coming in from the side.
No, not yet.
Definite again, and it's that man. Got to live on the edge. Just been caught a few times.
Change of kicker for Wales.
Put the hindmost foot side.
Gavin Henson of the Neath Swansea Ospreys takes over from Stephen Jones.
Well, one thing for sure, this guy won't be short. Got a kick like a mule, hasn't he? He tried one from his own 10-metre line against South Africa, didn't he?
He did. He didn't quite catch that one, so it was short by an inch.
Yeah, but he has got...
Oh, he has a thump on him.
His golden boots, look. You've got to be a good kicker to wear those boots, haven't you, really? You can't wear those boots if you can't kick.
Adam Jones lies down to help Gavin Henson as he prepares for this. Off the post. Nobody really putting pressure on. It was such a long kick, nobody could get there. Rodney Soyalo. Wales will still have an attacking position because that kick by the back row forward was probably best left to somebody like Dan Carter.
That's a good strike, isn't it? Just clips the post.
As you said, Jonathan, not short.
Not short, but still a very good attacking position. As I said, the Welsh pack again have really taken the game to the New Zealand pack.
Off the top again from Cobain. Now to the three-quarters. The loop. Jones to Gavin Henson. Can he get the pass away? Shane Williams. Ball's gone over the touchline.
Again, good defence. They've just got to cut. You know, you're not going to get on the outside of the drift defence. As I've said, they've taken it quickly. Cleared their lines. You're not going to get on the outside of a drift defence. They push up and then they push away. Just watch them with the angle of their bodies. Go on, get on the outside. Good defence, good defence. You've got to try and get behind it first and then spread it. Run at a disorganised drift defence.
Cobain again. Seems to be the main target. At the line out now. Henson. Shane Williams cuts inside. Doug Howlett offloads to Gareth Thomas, who is thumped by Ma Nonu, the new man in the centre. Wales recycle. That's the strength of Gareth Thomas to survive that hit. And David Jones has to show good strength to offload to Michael Owen. Support arrives from the front row. David Jones back on his feet. Wales need to get this maul, which is now a ruck, moving. It is there for Dwayne Peel. Stephen Jones goes on his own against the second row, Ali Williams.
He's a strong ball carrier, Stephen Jones. But
So
it's a turnover, switch on,
has turned it
turnover.
over. Here's Ma Nonu. Now then, they could have numbers. McCaw. Tom Shanklin is back for Wales. Black shirts ahead of him. Mose Tuiali is not the person you want to run into like that.
No problem.
Tom Shanklin has done brilliantly to recycle that. Shane Williams, Stephen Jones, Gethin Jenkins, good offload. The old front row unit on the wide outside. That's got to be a penalty against Tony Woodcock.
No, he's played it on, and this is dangerous now.
Dangerous for Wales. Mills Muliaina. Stephen Jones makes the tackle. Wales are down to 14 on the field. Nevin Davis clutching his knee over the touchline. Advantage New Zealand. Nevin Davis runs back on to make the interception. Down injured, back on, intercepts. Could have gone over from 50 yards.
I think he was looking for the penalty.
Yeah.
Now this is crucial. They can't lose the ball here. No turnovers here.
High tempo, high pace game. Lots of turnovers, lots of mistakes. Gareth Llewellyn. Good presentation. Gone loose.
Rocco Thorco got a hand in there.
Now then, Wales are stretched across the field. There's nobody really behind. They'll settle down for just the scrum.
With the pace of this game, substitutions will be crucial in the last 20 minutes. Because there are going to be some tired legs out there. It's frantic pace.
There's Tom Shanklin. You can just sense he's a very, very fit player, Tom Shanklin. Hands on thighs, sucking in the air. Change. Gethin Jenkins goes off. Duncan Jones is back on. Ali Williams feeling the intensity of the game too. That's spot a cramp, is it?
Time off.
It really is not slow out there, is it? You watch some games and they're full of contact, but this is real pace across the width of the pitch. Good try by the Welsh scrum. It's a turnover ball, one against the head. Henson, Gareth Thomas cuts in, goes through Ma Nonu. Carter makes the tackle. Quick ball, Stephen Jones infield to Duncan Jones on his own for the moment.
He's
done well to get that back. Dwayne Peel, ankle tap by Richie McCaw.
Turnover again.
Turnover, advantage being played. Now beware Doug Howlett. Brett Cobain did well to grab him by the shirt. Still more turnovers.
Hooker, watch out.
Soalo. Here's the flyer, Joe Rocco Thocco against Tom Shanklin. Try time for New Zealand.
Great finish, absolute magnificent finish.
Rocco Thocco's second try of the game.
As I said, you can't afford to do turnovers. Against this side, you've got to hold on to the ball. If you're getting tired, you put it dead. You can't turn the ball over. That is a world-class finish by a magnificent winger.
Now it's Wales' turn to regroup. Dwayne Peel with the break.
Yeah, he holds onto the ball. There is a penalty there. He's holding onto the ball. Tony Spreadbury says that. They get the turnover and then it's spread from there wide. But what a great finish. There he goes. Watch this dummy kick. There we are. Fantastic, fantastic dummy. That is a way to finish it.
Joe Rocco Thocco, 27 tries now in 22 tests.
Is that all?
He's already scored 3 hat-tricks, and against people like France and England. I think this would be his 4th hat-trick. He scores one more. Carter misses with the kick.
I think that's just fatigue, isn't it? You know, you've got to concentrate. But this is a great finish. Any youngster watching, watch this. First of all, it's 2 forwards caught out wide. That's it. What do you do then? You've got to turn to see if he is going to kick, to chase the kick. holds on to it. Great finish.
Back at the halfway line, Tony
no
Woodcock is
communication.
going off right at the top of the picture there.
Let's go.
Carl Heyman comes on for the All Blacks. There he is, number 17. Piriwipu to captain Richie McCaw.
Leave it, Wells. Leave it,
The All
Wells.
Blacks are in the lead.
Leave it, Wells.
23 points to 19. Oh, Daniel Carter, what a talent.
So right, hands out, Wells. Stay.
Clearance by the scrum half. Piriwipu, his first cap today.
Time off.
Ryan Jones comes on to win
Time off, relax.
his second cap for Wales. Gareth Llewellyn, the 35-year-old, is going off. Let's just wait for the applause. 92nd cap for Gareth Llewellyn.
Time off, stay there. Relax, that's fine. It's a good spirit. Goodness sake.
Brent Cobain, been a good supply of ball at the line out. That's a good defensive drive by New Zealand. Dwayne Peel to Stephen Jones. Sonny Parker drifts on the outside. Doesn't drift very far, it suddenly becomes very physical. New Zealand give away the penalty, quickly taken by Shane Williams. Piriwipu, the scrum half, made the tackle.
Yeah, good tackle there.
Turnover as well. Wales are surrendering the ball now to New Zealand. The game may have turned. Carter. Mills Muliaina to Greg Somerville. Somerville, 40 caps, no points to his name as an individual.
Just does the hard work, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Good old basics. Ma Nonu, hands off Nevin Davis.
great
Great off move. Kevin Mialamu outside him. Big number 8. Oh, Mialamu went on his own. Met the only man who might bounce him backwards, Gareth Thomas.
I think he's
Mose
injured himself.
Tuiali was outside him. It's all New Zealand.
From the-
Mulaina, runners in front of him. Tony Spudby lets them play. Ball's gone loose. Here goes Rocco Cocker for his hat-trick. Instead, it's going to be
In
Richie
touch.
McCaw in
He's in
touch.
touch.
No try.
And again, that all came from a turnover, and his body's all over the park. Stephen Jones is down, Gareth Thomas is down.
As is Kevin Mialamu. Stephen Jones is up, way to the left. Gareth Thomas is still on his hands and knees. Gareth Llewellyn is sitting on the bench, probably thinking, oh, it's fast out there and furious. Gareth Thomas is all right, and Kevin Mialamu's all right.
They've done it from two turnovers, and it's been threatening. There he is, again, good tackle, just puts the foot in touch, just.
Richie McCaw, the captain, looks up. Here's Joe Rocco Thocco.
There's the pass.
Hits the line and then may have hit the flag. Anyway, Wales defensive line out.
2.
They throw long. Ryan Jones.
Leave it, Black. Leave it, Richard.
Tuiali was up as the tackler. Ryan Jones did well to present it. Wales need to clear. New Zealand will have a throw just outside the Welsh 22. Stephen Jones living a bit on scraps now. Mialamu throws. Ali Williams wins. Ma Nonu. Rocco Thocco off his wing, spins out of Sonny Parker's tackle. Colin Jarvis is across there. Support from
18,
Nonu.
leave it. 18, leave it.
Somerville the prop in midfield. Space on either side for the All Blacks. Vigorous rucking again. Wales have turned it over themselves. Will they kick? That's a sign of a side that's been on the back foot. Turnover ball comes away.
Switch on now again. Unless he's tired as well.
Mills Mulaina downfield. Gareth Thomas, will he take it quickly? Probably not,
No,
because there's
so.
a lot of All Black shirts up there.
I think Wales have turned over the ball twice now. What happens in turnovers is just, look, if the ball goes away from a turnover, as the ball goes out here, it goes down. As the ball goes wide, just watch who's outside. The ball goes wide. There's a hooker, prop, and a second row outside. Look, you've got no chance. And that's what happens, okay? That's what happens when a turnover, you're caught out of position in the defensive line. And on 2 occasions that's happened. 1 try and 1 a nearly try.
More possession for Carter. Just a change of tactic. Gareth Thomas should make the mark. He did.
Leave him.
Takes it quickly, so he's prepared to keep the pace of the game high. Colin Jarvis in support. Gavin Henson goes the long way round. Nonu came in late. That's a bad one. This could be yellow.
Well, he's...
Gotta go. No choice. No choice.
It's been a clean game, very clean and fair game. That could be a crucial decision. A man shot, the kick goes there, committed or not, he could have pulled out.
Well, it's no attempt to use the arms either. Leading with the elbow and shoulder.
Yeah, I think, bit of inexperience there from Nonu. He could have pulled out, plenty of time to pull out, just went through with the tackle.
Very interesting.
Now then, 10 minutes.
Wales against South Africa were at their best when Skalkberger was off the field. They were trailing by a lot more than 4 points then. This actually is a very different type of game, isn't it? This is a lot more sapping on the legs. Gavin Henson has scraped himself up off the floor and is going to have another long-range blast.
Yeah, got to take the points, I think. Man short, take the points.
He failed with his first attempt, but that doesn't really tell the story of it. It was, from just about the halfway line and hit the post near the top.
He didn't catch it clean, just...
This to make it 23-22. It's got the legs. It's got the direction.
Now that'll pick them up, 3 points, and New Zealand the man short.
Wasn't this the score against South Africa when that Wales got it back to? When Berger was off? Something like this, wasn't it?
Don't ask me, I don't know.
I think it was 22-23.
Free kick.
The advantage for Wales is that they have another 9 minutes of just 14 All Blacks facing them. Carter restarts. Ryan Jones is underneath it. Safely taken. Driven on. So there's a bit of a danger area for Wales at the moment. They've turned over a lot of ball to Wales.
Steady. He can't roll up. No, how can he roll away if you pull him in?
Yeah,
how the hell can he roll away if you pull him in? Don't be silly.
Here we are, second half possession, 52% to 48.
He couldn't move.
It's been a great game, fast game. Still all to play for. I think Sean in studio might have been hoping for the All Black pack to take control and dominate, but it hasn't happened. The Welsh pack, I think, have won the battle so far. The explosive pace, and the flair of the backs have done it for the All Blacks.
Ryan Jones with the pickup. Oh, well picked up, Stephen Jones. Gavin Henson into New Zealand territory.
That's it. Long miss pass to Gavin Henson. Makes it an easier kick for Gavin. put good distance on it.
Mike Ruddock, the Welsh coach, his side trailed by 1 point.
He'll be very pleased with the performance so far. But with 18 minutes left, 17 minutes left, he'll want to win. They're in the hunt.
Chris Jack wins line-out ball. Greg Somerville takes up the charge. Laulala in midfield. Kevin Mialamu skips outside Duncan Jones. Good offload, good into passing. Duncan Jones gets back.
Good, clever passing there.
Uipu. Dwayne Peel got hold of an ankle and was dragged forward 3 metres. Danger now. McCaw has support. Mialamu and Ali Williams. Ali Williams pushes Stephen Jones aside. Great all-back drive. Danger still for Wales. Carter.
Defence got there very quickly.
David Jones holding Carter up. Carter spins to present the ball. Uipu, McCaw.
Hands out, Red, leave it! Stay! Go back.
Chris Jack.
Away, hands out, Red!
David Jones with the tackle. Doug Howlett. Ryan Jones with the tackle.
Away.
Jones still there, on his feet, has to let go. Mialamu, Nevin Davis.
Great on his feet, isn't he, Mialamu? 1-on-1.
Leave it, Colin, move! Leave it, Wells!
This time, it's the All Blacks' turn to slow it down. Chris Jack on his own. McCaw was there. Still, they're doing what Wales did to them, inching forward.
Good tackle.
Colin Jarvis again involved there, stopping all that. Now that's what he's getting for his trouble.
Yeah.
Uipu inside to Sualo.
Stay
All Black forward still in control. It's gone loose.
Chases on.
Gareth Thomas put a boot to it. Tuiali, the number 8, safe catch. Shanklin up. Oh, great step by the number 8. Gone to ground now. Rocco Thocco still has the confidence to dance around. Could be a penalty in New Zealand. Advantage now being played. Uipu hit the blind side at his own pace, really.
They're just keeping possession now. They realise they're a man short. They're just killing the clock as well. Very clever play by the Blacks.
Carter puts one for Howlett.
He's offside.
Offside
Really
and the
offside.
knock on. Good chance for Wales. Cart Jarvis, they could launch something now. Gareth Thomas, it's only big forward. Shane Williams has got to back himself against Chris Jack. Mulaina is back.
Switch on again. Here they go.
Now danger
left.
because Rocco Thocco was out there. Chance for Tom Shanklin to launch something. Had to wait for it. Again, a little barge off the ball. Tuiali. Uipu to McCaw. McCaw, great hands there. Now Chris Jack, he's kept his position out wide. Chance, Michael Owen. Sonny Parker. Oh, it's gone loose.
This is such a quick game. It's like touch
Lightning
rugby.
pace. So many mistakes.
They're short outside again, Wales.
Mulaina cut back.
I think that's
Escapes.
Laulala.
Dwayne Peel and Nevin Davis. Davis eventually with the tackle. Carter. Great offload. Mialamu really involved, the little hooker. Well, I say little, I mean short, but he's such a dynamic runner. A little kick ahead. We'll have a rest at the line-out. You know, Jonathan, at the beginning of this game, the oldest All Black on the pitch was 26. It means they've got lungs and they've got legs to play this sort of game.
And this guy, you know, you can mention Spencer, Mertens. I think this guy is class. Again, it's a good decision. Gareth Cooper is so quick out of the blocks, tired legs. He will have a go. He'll snipe on the ruck and maul area. He could win this match for Wales.
Wales have had not a poor patch, but considering they have a one-man advantage, they haven't had the ball.
Well, not a poor patch, you know, they've switched it on and they've kept possession so well, New Zealand.
Yeah.
You see him fiddling with me? Yeah.
Mervyn Davis.
Wait.
He's done exceptionally well the
He
last
has,
the
hasn't
pace.
he? Dwayne
Mervyn
Peel
Davis.
is off,
Hang on,
Gareth
hang on,
Cooper
we know.
is on.
Mervyn,
That's not Gareth Cooper playing scrum half, that's Michael Owen for the moment.
Dwayne Peel is, in great form.
Brent Cobain wins line-out
Leave it
ball.
black. Stay. Stay.
Stephen Jones pushes Colin Jarvis out the way.
Hold it.
Good pressure there again by the Blacks on Stephen Jones. Front ball, not much option for this guy. They stood off the ruck, just sprinted at him.
Well, shit. Come on, lads.
That's the 22-metre line, those are the Welsh posts in the background. Ali Williams. Richie McCaw. Quick offload to Soyalo.
Away, leave it.
They keep going left.
No offside.
Dan
Stay
Carter.
on. Leave it red. Stay.
Chris
No
Jack,
offside.
the second row.
Hands over.
Infield cuts Ali Williams, the big second row.
Colin Jarvis is there once again, I tell you.
Could be turnover ball for Wales.
Who's he going to give this ball to?
Oh, it's good.
Well, I think the ball is on the floor. It'd be interesting to see it. If it is on the floor.
It was just a tackle. Pull him down, don't drop it all. Scrum attacking ball. Well done. He knows, just a tackle.
Not a bad
Not
position
a ball, a tackle.
for
Number
New
7,
Zealand. There's
good
Colin
work,
Jarvis.
Yells, just stay there.
He's been around a long time, Colin. Rejuvenated now with Newcastle.
Best buy of the season.
Big call.
Shoulder, please, lads. Shoulder, yes, fine. Slipping all over the place.
Plenty of room for New Zealand to attack on both sides. Joe Rokocoko on the right-hand touchline as we look at it, looking for a hat-trick. It's not coming his way yet. Carter tries to go on his own. The Welsh defence moves in on him. Soyalo
Away, hands away, red, leave it.
might be on for Rokocoko now. No, it's not. Greg Somerville
Away,
first.
tackle there. Shift. Let it go.
Penalty, New Zealand. Tony Spreadbury was given them warnings.
Yeah, he was.
Nobody's attempting to move. Shift.
Great tackle again, but they didn't move. And
Shift.
Nonu
Tackle,
is back
two
on.
players to stay in there.
A long time ago. I know.
Ma Nonu comes back onto the field. While he's been away, Wales have scored 3
I always
points.
do remember.
But how much energy have they expended?
Jarvis again. Fantastic tackle. Well, that could have gone either way, couldn't it, that tackle? That could have gone either way. Good drive by the New Zealanders. Just
How long?
made the decision
clock's right in
for
the stadium.
Spreadbury.
Martin Williams is on the field and Colin Jarvis
Immense game.
is going off. Dan Carter. This would mean that Wales would not be able to do anything with a single kick. Troy would still do it.
Straight as you like.
He's one of those you'd toss him the ball in any situation and know that his nerves wouldn't be affected.
A little bit of breathing space now. 10 minutes left, 9 minutes left for Wales to get one try, and they are capable of it. Crowd should get behind them.
Less than 10 minutes to go. Richie McCaw, what a good game he's had. I'm just trying to help you out here, Jonathan, in man of the match situations, but it's going to be very difficult for you. I'm glad you'll hear me say.
Thanks, Ed. He's there as well, he's in the running.
Number 9.
Now then,
Number 2.
another change.
Left.
Yeah.
Byron Kelleher comes on. Piri Wipu goes off. So Kelleher with 30 caps to his name. He's only started for the All Blacks 8 times now then, and also for
Stephen Jones is
Stephen
on.
Jones is on. Stephen Jones, the hooker, that is. Mevin Davis goes off.
Great effort again, Mevin Davis. One big effort for Wales now.
Duncan Jones clears up the line-out possession. Stephen Jones, Gavin Henson. Jones carries on the loop. It's gone a bit loose. Shanklin will pick it up. Shanklin hands off Laulala. Penalty Wales. I want to see Tony Spreadby keep his hand out for as long as possible. Cut out pass. Now then, little Stephen Jones, the new hooker. Advantage is now over for Wales. Gareth Cooper. Jones, Stephen. Shane Williams tries to go. Richie McCaw.
Show and go, that's what they've got to do. They've got to try and go up the middle.
With the tackle, Cooper for the corner. Juliana watched it carefully.
You've got to compete for this line, haven't they now?
They do. Everybody ready to put pressure on the All Black throw.
Lovely little kick, you know, they were short the numbers on the short side. Looked up, he didn't want that ball to go into touch, he wanted Muliaina to hold it. Now they'll attack the jumper. The safe bet is front Chris Jack.
Hang on, lad. There's a prop. There.
There's a prop going off as well. I think Gethin Jenkins might be coming back on.
Adam Jones is being escorted off the field. Gethin Jenkins will join this line out any second.
He's had a big game as well. Everybody's had a good game in the red jersey. Also the Blacks. It's been a great spectacle, great test match.
It has been wonderful entertainment. Chris Jack, good player in the second row. Again, just as you're exposed as a fly half kicking for goal, you're pretty exposed as a line out forward 5 metres from your own line. Good drive by the Welsh forwards. Byron Kelleher.
Good experience.
Gareth Thomas. Now then, Tom Shanklin cuts inside him. Gareth Thomas, Welsh record try scorer on 34. Oh, he'd love one now. Gavin Henson. Shane Williams is going to cut inside him. Had to stop. Made himself an easier target for Carter. Michael Owen with Ryan Jones.
Away, the hands out, Black, leave it!
Gareth Cooper. Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones. Mark 2. The hooker.
Away 2. Hands out 20. Stay back, stay.
What's that arm doing? Tony Spreadby. Martin Williams sells the dummy. Martin Williams. Good feet by the replacement wing forward.
Away.
David Jones piles in. Ryan Jones is there. Gareth Cooper checks both ways. He leaves it for Ryan Jones because it's so slow. Gethin Jenkins arrives.
It's a penalty for Wales.
It's a penalty for Wales.
Entry advantage. Still playing advantage, Wales.
Still advantage being played. Gareth Cooper. Brent Cobain on the wideouts. That's all right. They know there's a penalty waiting for them way back.
Take the kick.
Take the kick.
5 minutes left.
Tony Spreadby awards Wales the penalty. Gavin Thomas. Yeah. There's Brent Cobain. What a good game he's had in the line out in this second half. Who will take the kick? It's going to be Gavin Henson.
Yeah, you got to take the kick, haven't you? Got to take the kick.
Thank you very much, Dave. Good luck with identical to this totally in the stadium.
This will, well, if it goes over, we're back to a difference of 1 point. And there'll be what? There'll be about...
And this guy can kick a ball, like we've mentioned, so anywhere in the New Zealand half, look for the penalty.
Well, I wasn't thinking how far he's going to kick it, I was thinking how much time there's going to be left. Not that it matters, only 4 minutes, Jonathan, I reckon.
Well, there's 4 minutes and
Big
3
moment for
seconds.
Gavin Henson, that won't help him. The ball topples on its tee. This time David Jones goes up, my brother. You know he stands on the brink of...
He'll be happy with that you know, with the way his players have played, but he wants a result desperately close now.
Ball goes over. 1 point separates Wales from the New Zealand All Blacks. 1 point between defeat again to New Zealand and breaking a 51-year-old record.
Well, the retake is vital here now. They've got to make sure they take this kick-off just to go through the phases, to get into a position to have a strike at goal. They've got to start at the restart.
Wales lost to South Africa by 2 points. They trail New Zealand by 1. Is there anything left? Ryan Jones leads the charge from his 22. Wales will want to be a bit further downfield. Stephen Jones won't have found touch. Here's one of the dangerous back three runners of New Zealand. Here's another. Was that forward? Mills Mulaina.
Good tackle.
That was a good tackle by Stephen Jones, the hooker. New Zealand still in possession. Soialo.
A shot on the right-hand side.
Mialamu. Manonu. Big, strong. A bit too strong earlier. Went off into the bin. Bit of crossing there. Rocco Thocco. Wales have turned it over. Michael Owen. Don't dilly-dally. Well done.
Now then.
Stephen Jones, the hooker again. I can't see Wales trying to attack from here. 2 minutes left on the clock. There's not much outside. Gavin Henson, and he sliced it. Penalty though. Penalty though.
Well, this is a chance to get into New Zealand's half. Get into New Zealand half and then just go set yourself up for a drop goal.
Now then, if Gavin Henson just sliced that last one, what they need from him is one of his specials.
He wants a monster, yeah? He wants to get into the New Zealand 40-metre line-out drive a la England World Cup final.
He's going for it. They're in the New Zealand half.
I've still got to pick man of the match, but it's like toughest call, so I just don't know who to pick.
Come on, Jonathan, the clock is ticking down on you. Nearly in the last minute. Wales have this throw-in. Brent Cobain has lost it. That's almost the first one he's lost. I think it was Chris Jack who got up in front of him.
That is it, I think.
Leave it red, stay there. No penalty, stay.
Carter held. Cobain lost the ball at the line out. Follows up with a tackle to make amends. Kelleher has his kick charge down.
Oh, well
Beautiful take by Rocco Thocco.
Important take.
Away, USA team, no penalties. Away.
Kelleher. Muliaina, that's taken late, was he? Chance for Gareth Thomas to attack. Gareth Cooper. Tom Shanklin needs support. Cooper offers himself. Wales will have to come from their own half.
Get away.
Time running out for you, Jonathan. And your man of the match. Stephen Jones still prepared to kick down there.
You okay? I think I've got it.
Muliaina, this could go out. This could be it.
Hold, lads, hold.
We're into red time.
Well, that's it. And my man of the match, my Lloyds TC man of the match is Colin Travis. I think he's been immense. It could have been any one of 30 players.
The game is over. Players are strewn across the field. Joe Rocco Thocco, scorer of 2 tries for New Zealand. Stephen Jones and Kevin Mialamu, too exhausted to say much to each other. New Zealand have beaten Wales, but it was a cracker of a test match here at the Millennium Stadium, and New Zealand know just how close it's been.
I just think, you know, everyone should be proud of this Welsh team. The performance was fantastic. And just that one line out at the end, if they could have caught that, set a field position for a drop goal, it could have been a result. But, you know, you've got to give credit to the All Blacks. They were under the cosh. They've been involved in a great test match, and they came through but they will know they have to go up a couple of levels when they go to France. But Wales are back on the international scene, and now we look forward to the Six Nations.
Yep, Gareth Thomas, the captain of Wales. Well, he's lost to South Africa by 2 points. He's now lost to the All Blacks by 1 point. But there is life in the Welsh team. Colin Jarvis there with the mop. Man of the match here. But Wales have lost. It is Wales 25, New Zealand 26.